Hello everyone, welcome to Legacy IAS. Today our topic of discussion is this, that is conditional identities based questions. Okay, conditional identities questions are that usually look algebraic questions to you, okay, and very complex ones, but they are actually based on something called conditional identities. Now, in these questions, what you have to do, instead of solving them, like it is completely invariable. For example, this question, if PQR is equals to 1 and N is equals to this, now everything is in variable. Now you need to find N, correct? Now the thing is that N, the options that will be given to you for N will be like 0, 1, 2, 3, so they are numerals, but everything else is given to you in terms of variables. Now all these variables will somehow get cancelled out to eventually give you a number. Now when we are solving them, questions like this, these are conditional identities. So first is this condition, and then based on that you need to find out something else. Now one way of doing it is solving it using the whole algebra, everything there, but it takes a lot of time and all students won't be able to do this. So what is the way? The thing is that you have to apply the same thing that you might have seen here or there in the form of tricks. Okay, that you put all of them as 1, all of them as 2, simple thing. Same thing you have to do here also. So first thing that you need to do is just find the simplest solution that you think can satisfy these conditions. Once you get that simple solution, what you need to do is you just find, using all these values, you just find the value of N, whatever is asked from you. Now if it comes out to be, now if N is completely defined or it's coming out to be some numeral, then you mark it as the answer. Otherwise, if N comes out to be not defined, what you do, you go back to the process 1, that is finding the simplest solution. Again, try for a different set of solution. Understood? Okay, let's see this in a question. So this question reads, if PQR is equals to 1 and N is equals to this, then you need to find the value of N. Now, one way is of course seeing this PQR and solving for it. Other way is simply, if it is given PQR is equals to 1, you need to find the simplest solution. Simplest solution is what? Like here, the solution for PQR may be like 1, 1, 1. Correct? So 1, 1, 1. Now, if you multiply 1 into 1 into 1, that gives you 1. Correct? So this is satisfying the above conditions. Now, the next thing that you need to see is N defined or not. Now you put 1, 1, 1 here. What you get? N is equals to. Now you put 1 here. So in place of P1, now here 1, 1. 1 by 1 is also 1. So this becomes 1 by 3 plus. Similarly, it will be for this also. So 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3. What you got? You got 1. Now is N defined? Yes. N is completely defined. That's why this becomes your answer. So find the value of N. N will be equal to 1. You can also use the algebraic method, but that will be too long. So usually we use these conditional identities like this. Okay. Let's try one more question. Again, you need to find the value of N. Okay. So the question is, sum of A plus B plus C is equals to 0. A, B and C are not equal. Then you need to find the value of this. Again, the option given to you will be numerals form, 0, 1, 2, 3, like this. Okay. Now, how do you get to the solution of this? Simple thing. First thing that you need to do is find a simplest solution which is satisfying the above conditions. So a plus b plus c ought to be 0 and all three of them are unequal. So what is the easiest way that you can think of? No restriction on numbers is given to you. So you can think that, let's say a is equals to 0, b is equals to 1 and c is equals to minus. Correct? Satisfying all the properties. All three are not equal, some of them are 0. Then you can directly put these values in n and try to find n. If n comes out to be something defined, that becomes your answer. If it comes out to be not defined, you again try for some other values. Mostly in most questions you will get it right in the first attempt only. Otherwise, if 1-2 attempts more are needed, it will still take much lesser time than doing them algebraically. Now just put the values. So what this becomes? Now a becomes 0. Now anything upon it will always, like if you put 0, so this becomes 1 into minus 1, so this becomes minus 1. 0 by minus 1 is 0. Then in place of b I put 1, so this becomes 1 square upon 2 into 1 plus ac is what? A is 0, so this becomes 0. Next c square is minus 1 square, that is 1. Now 2c square gives me 2 plus ab. Now a is 0, so this also will come out to be 0. What you got? This is 0 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2. What you got? You got answer to be simple. This is how you have to do. Now this came out to be defined, so this becomes your answer. Okay, let's do one more question. Again you have to find the value. Now it is given that b plus c is equals to ax, c plus a is equals to by, a plus c is equals to c0. Then you need to find the value of this. Now again you need to find the simplest solution first. Now if b plus c is equals to ax, okay, now what I can do, and similarly you have c plus a is equals to by, what I can do is I can simply take a, b, c to be 1. So if I take a, b, c is equals to 1, is that a possibility? Is that a possibility? Is it not? Is it satisfying all the given conditions? So now I put a plus b plus a, b, c all equal to 1. So this becomes what? 1 plus 1 is equals to 1 into x. So x came out to be 2. Similarly, I put it here. So 1 plus 1 is equals to b is 1 into y. So y also came out to be 2. Similarly, z will also come out to be 2. Now, what are the values that is satisfying it? So a, b, c is equals to 1, 1, 1 and x, y, z is equals to 2, 2, 2. This is satisfying all the values that we have here. This is satisfying all the conditions, correct? You can see it for any one of them. Now, once these conditions are satisfied, what you do? You simply use these values here and to find the value of this. Now, this becomes what? 1 by 9 into. Now, instead of x, what you got? 2. So, this becomes 1 by, in place of x I put 2. So, this becomes 1 plus 2 plus 1, 1 plus 2 plus 1 and 1 plus 2 plus 1. Or in other words, 1 by 9 into 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 2. Correct? So this becomes what? This becomes 1. Your answer, final answer becomes 1 by 9. Understood? So this is how you do conditional identities. Now there may be some tougher questions also. The same thing you have to apply. Just find a simple solution. Just find the simplest solution using these find n. If n is defined, that becomes your answer. If n is, let's say, not defined, then you have to simply go back and try to find another solution. For example, and you can have multiple solutions here. For example, here if I take another, let's say a is equals to 0, b is equals to 2 and c is equals to -2, then also I can get to the answer. So same way I have to approach and I'll get to the answer again. That's it for this. Thank you.